Let me just talk a little bit more about Mohammed being the man of sin that Revelation was talking about, and why I think that's true, and how you can look back. Beth Moore was referring to Daniel, and I think Daniel was written before Alexander even came along. I mean, who knows if it was Alexander, Hitler? I mean, there have been many antichrists. It says in the New Testament there are many antichrists. It does say that. So then another thing is Muhammad. Okay, so I said the Julian calendar was 45 BC is when it actually began, which is the calendar we're on now, and that the year 622, when I believe it's 622, that when it the Muslims established their year one was actually our year 666 rather than 622, which is just bizarre. And so, okay, so then, okay, is it 621? 621 maybe? Okay, so, but there's one extra year in there between 45 and, if you figure it out, if you count the years, you know what I'm saying? So, if you go to 0 and then, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so it does work out to be 666 being the year that the Muslims established, in our calendar, the year the Muslims established their year one. Okay, so then, that's one thing. That's one thing. Then, okay, then it says the number of a man, and then, but another thing is the word sex and six in English are the same word. So then, sex, that seems to describe our present day sex-obsessed culture. So that could have a lot to do, and the whore, the great whore worldwide, which is made up of all the whores of Satan. Including, oh my gosh, America is just rife with whores of the devil, posing as something else. They're liars. Liars go to lake of fire. So, so that's, and then it says about this man of sin that he will change the times and the law. So what has he done? The Arabs actually had Judaism before Islam because they are brothers of the Jews, and they had Judaism, and then they had Christianity as well, because one of the first places that Paul evangelized was Arabia. So one of the first places to receive the gospel was Arabia. So they had Christianity before that. So then he comes along and he changes the law. And he certainly has changed the times, creating an enemy of the Jews, just a thorn in their side for millennia, and then creating trouble worldwide, and so change the times in the law. Wow. All this stuff really describes him really well, and he really has caused a lot of destruction in the world. So anyhow, here we are. Just like in the Dark Ages, we're dealing with witchcraft because of the horrors of Satan. We're dealing with Islam. The world just doesn't progress, and it just seems like the world, and then like all the issues, racism and female empowerment. I mean, all these issues, we've been at them for what? Female thing for like 100 years, black thing for over 60 years, So it's just human beings just aren't progressing, and they're not going to progress until the horrors of Satan are out of the way and Messiah is ruling.